Hey everybody, and welcome back to the On the Map challenge on Alma, Missouri. Today is July 1st, and as you can see we are jumping straight into wheat harvest, and we are harvesting with our new combine today. So this is the first field of two that we are harvesting today, and the yield on this field is pretty alright. Our first pass and we're almost full basically, so that's a good sign. And I don't know about you guys, but I was very excited to try out this new combine and run it, and my expectations are definitely, they were high for a reason, because I love this combine. And as you can see, all the equipment is down there at the bottom of the hill, and I think this would be a good time to introduce you guys to a new member on the farm. His name is Todd. So we have Bill, who has been on the farm for the last few months, and now we have Todd, who is joining us. So now we are a 3-man crew, which is very exciting to say. Alright, there's us emptied out. This combine has a little bit bigger grain tank than the 7720 did. And also, I think this would be a pretty good time to do a little bit of a summer recap, if you want to call it that. So at the start of June, we sold our soybeans, and the footage did get deleted. I was going to throw us selling soybeans in for the first part of this video, but the footage is deleted. So I'm just going to take it that you guys trust me on this. We made about $150,000 from soybean selling, which is not bad at all. We only had 1,400 bushels, so 150,000 that's not bad. And since then, the farm has had a few upgrades. Explaining our money situation right now, we spent like 120,000 of it. But if you've seen the last couple episodes, you'll probably know at least one thing that we invested in. There's two that are a little bit of a surprise, but you're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, this is probably one of the first times that we have done a couple farm upgrades, and we still have a good bit of money left over, which is, I'm proud of myself for that. And also, I'm gonna be smart this time, and I'm gonna bale all the wheat straw and sell it instead of just letting it go to waste like I did last year. Thought I should explain that as of why my straw swath is out. And yeah, it is a pretty day out. It is a little bit cloudy. We did have a rain shower pass through here, I think yesterday. Which, as you can see, there are some puddles standing in the low spots still. And our cows are expecting soon, which is pretty exciting. Not quite sure if I gave you guys an update on that, but our cows are going to give birth, I think this month maybe. I think Bill knows more than I do because he talked to the vet about it. But alright, full again. I think I'm actually going to tell Todd and Bill to pull up this gravel path so I don't have to come down here. I'm not quite sure why Bill parked the truck in the trees right here, but look at that. 1.5 combine tank loads, and that truck is full. This grain tank might actually be a little bit bigger than I expected. Alright, there we go. We are unloading in our wagon. This is the first time we have ever used this wagon, and what I'm also considering doing is selling off either our old wagons or our truck and just buying 2 of those big Brent wagons like that, because they hold so much grain and they're actually kind of cheap too, so it makes it all worth it. The only downside is I'm pretty sure they are really heavy to pull, but I don't know, we do have 2 pretty solid tractors, so if the 8110 can't pull them, we have the Magnum. And something else that I'm noticing, I hope it's not a super big problem, but our fuel in the bottom corner, I think it's, yeah, this thing looks like it absolutely drinks fuel, because I mean, it had a full tank whenever we got to the field and it's already dropped that much, so hopefully that's not a problem. I think that's us basically done with our headlands. I'm gonna unload into Todd's wagon real quick. I think we're gonna hit the rows. So I'll catch you guys in just a moment. So Bill and Todd just left, and they're headed back to the farm to drop off the first load of wheat from the field. The yield is actually really, really good on this field. We're about a little over halfway done, and we've already got about 1,000 bushels hauling out of here, so that is really good. And yeah, guys, we're about to wrap this field up. I've only got probably 2 more passes left, maybe 3 in this field, and then I will see you all at the farm. Well, everybody, we are back at the farm, and as you can see, there is a lot going on with all the equipment being out. But I think we should just start right here at the truck and show you guys the new barn. It needed a fresh coat of paint, so we painted it white to match the farm's theme a little bit better. And on the inside, we just put a varnish over the wood to make it look a little more, I don't know, I think it looks a little better in here. And then of course we got all the equipment that's left in here. And before we work our way to the big stuff, we have this. This is a brand new tractor. Well, as you can see, it's not new, but it is new to us. It's a John Deere 4555. We did a little trade-in with the 4455. And this is a very souped up version of that. Bigger engine, taller, it's got these long mirrors on it. It's just an all-around better upgrade. It's got a globe on it with GPS. And yeah, definitely an upgrade. It was a trade-in and definitely was a awesome deal in my opinion. And then if we work our way back here, you can see that our bin site has just completely transformed into this. And sitting right here on the edge, we have a dryer, as promised. It is sitting here. And we have a new auger. This time it's automated with a motor on it. We don't have to have a tractor to use it. And we have our dry corn bin. But yeah, guys, that is July 1st. It's getting kind of late, so we're going to start the next field of wheat in the morning. I'm going to head off to bed, and I will see you all in July 2nd. Well, it is now July 2nd, and we are just going to get started right into harvest. It's a little bit early in the morning, and the moisture is a little bit high in the field, but it should be good enough to go ahead and start. Doesn't seem like it's slowing us down any, so I think it should be alright. The yield so far is looking alright, but as we head into this part of the field up here, it's getting a lot better. So yeah, I think we're going to be getting a good bit of grain out of this field. We got about almost 1,500 bushel from the first field, so that is really good actually. But here's hoping at least that and more, because the yield is looking dodgy in some places. So, and it looks like Todd just brought the tractor in the wagon, so everybody's here at the field now. But look at all this wheat we have to harvest, and it just looks like it goes and goes until this right here. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how this field turned out. I guess I should wait until the very end to give my final review over it. I think I'm going to go to the end of this row, and then I'll back up and come back and I'll dump into the truck. And there we go. We couldn't have done that in the last field. I'm just happy that we went one whole round around the field without having to stop and empty. But we cut it pretty close. Probably need to tell them to come up here and park the truck so they don't tip over, because that grade looks like it's pretty serious over there next to the field approach. But one thing I am glad about having this combine is that the tank empties so quick you would not believe it. And I thought the 7720 had a fast auger from the tank, but this thing blows it out of the water. But I think this year, either way, we're going to hold on to this wheat. I mean, we already put the first field in the bin. Last year, we didn't really get but about 40,000 from grain harvest, and I was, I thought that was good money, but not really. I just went ahead and sold it from the field, and I didn't know that the profit in the summertime is not great. I mean, this stuff sells for $27 in the winter. Right now it's selling for about $18, so I think we're gonna hold on to it for a little bit. And especially now that we have many bins to put crop in, I think we are more than happy to hold it for a little while. Alright, there's our second pass done. So yeah, definitely thinking about another Brent wagon. This thing is very nice. And it looks like Bill is just gonna throw it up the road. And he's gonna head back to the farm. And I'm gonna head up here. And I think I'm gonna start the rows in the field. I think 2 headlands is enough to turn around in, but I guess we shall see. Looks like Bill is already back. Hopefully he will park in the field this time. Probably should radio him and tell him. And well, yeah, it looks like Bill and Todd both have pulled up here. Todd did a very good job with his placement. Bill is kind of in the way, but you know, you expect that from him. Also, I think this will be a pretty cool time to tell you guys that the cows had their calves last night. And I did say last night that, you know, I was just going to call it an evening and go to bed, but Bill came up to the house and told me that the cows were having their calves, so I came out there, and sure enough, we're not totally sure how many there are, but we got a couple, so that's always, you know, that's always really nice to see. But it also does mean more hay we're gonna have to bale, so you know, you can take it both ways, I guess. And there Todd goes back to the farm, and I'm just gonna put the rest of the wheat in the truck. Alright, so I just have this little bit to finish on this side of the field, and then, you know, I have that side over there. I will say that so far this is going to be a crazy winter. If we do decide to keep the wheat in the bins long enough, we're going to be selling our soybeans, the dried corn, and our wheat, and whatever else left we have to sell. But this is looking like a very profitable year, and I mean it's only uphill from here. I mean, this is the best the farm's ever done. Next year will be even crazier, because last year I had no idea we were going to have any of this. But yeah, you guys, I think we're just going to go ahead and finish up this field real quick, and I will see you after we are done. It's now a couple hours later, and as you can see, we are about to cross the finish line on this field. We've hauled 2 more truckloads and I think at least 1 wagon load out of the field. And then we're about to have at least 1 more wagon load if we don't get the truck full. So definitely a very good yield off this field. And then I talked to Bill, and he says that the field out in front near the house that we cut hay off of is pretty ready to be cut. So we're gonna hop on that as soon as we get out of this field. But yeah, wheat harvest for this year is about to be officially over. It was definitely well worth the wait, and I'm glad that I got to use the new combine. But yeah, that is wheat harvest officially done. I'm going to put this on the cart and give Bill and Todd the green light to head on back to the farm, and we're going to get everything all cleaned up. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Alright, so we are back at the farm now, just getting everything cleaned up. Now the combine is all clean to sit in the shed for the next time we use it. And I gotta come over here and put the auger up, but I do want to show you guys how much we got in the bin. I'm pretty sure that this uses liters for some reason. I hope that's what that is, but we got 115,000 liters of wheat, if that's what that is. Either way, we got a lot. Bill and Todd are both in the shop eating lunch, and then after I get this auger put up, Bill and Todd are gonna clean everything else up around here, and I'm gonna take the new tractor and we're gonna give it a little test run. And then while we're doing that, Bill is gonna cut the hay in this tractor. Also, I don't know if you guys caught this, but we did clear out a little spot right here to store some equipment and implements. Right now we have the headers sitting right there on the carts. I originally thought about, whenever we were getting a tractor upgrade, instead of the Magnum, I looked at a 4960 that is a lot like this tractor, but a little bit newer. Pretty sure it had 200 engine horsepower, and I'm not sure if that's stock or if it had an aftermarket engine in it, but it looked pretty nice. We could have had a tractor very similar to this on the farm, but instead we went with the Magnum. I am not saying that is a bad thing at all, because I love that tractor. And so yeah, we're just gonna head right to the field. We're going to get this straw baled up. Just wanted to kind of give this tractor a test run. The combine sure does leave behind some pretty big swaths, so we have to be pretty careful with how we drive over this. And also, this tractor pulls the baler way easier than the 42 or the 4455 did. I'll show you guys the interior, because we have a GPS in here, which is, it's pretty cool to see something like that in an older tractor. But yeah, no, it is a nice tractor, and I really will enjoy having it. We're probably going to keep it on the farm forever. It'll be our choring tractor. And I'm going to brag on this tractor for one more thing. Turn radius is a lot sharper and quicker, which is surprising, honestly. And it's got these big fatty tires on the front. These bigger ones are better for obvious reasons. But you guys let me know what you think about this tractor. I personally love it, honestly. So yeah guys, I'm going to finish this field, get it all baled up, and then I will catch back up with you when we are done. Alright guys, so we are just finishing up this field. So far we've gotten a good count of bales off this field. I mean, if you look out there, it's about all you can see is just bales for miles. And we've only got this row, and then we got this last one to clean up, and so we've only got this row, and then we're gonna pack everything up and we're gonna head, and we're just gonna go ahead and knock that field out, and then I will see you all at the field. So yeah, we are just gonna go ahead and head back to the farm. I'm gonna take this as a very successful summer, and summer isn't even over yet. We still have about a month and a half left. And I'll tell you what I'm really excited for is harvest this year, whenever we can throw some corn in the dryer. I'm excited to see how the dryer does, but I'm also excited to see that check that we cash in whenever we sell all of it. I'm hoping it is a good bit. But yeah, it looks like Bill in fact did cut the hay, so I hope he put everything up. But yeah guys, I'm gonna get this all cleaned off and put away. Hope all of you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.